recently we just got a news that there is a new bay which called Soul Eclipse, which is Soul Blaze how much from Beyblade Metal Fight. So I started to thinking, is Beyblade X or basically Takatomi is milking nostalgia? Well, the answer is yes, but it was genius idea. You see, Beyblade X is actually the fourth generation of Beyblade franchise, which has been a thing for like decades now, right? So which means there is hundreds of Beyblade out there, hundreds of ideas for Beyblade out there that already made, already established, okay? Which actually end up Takatomi have nothing else to do other than just do the same thing all over again, but just adding a new thing, which is basically the gear and the extreme rail thing, which is basically what Beyblade X really meant to be. So in this video I'm going to focusing on the how much bay, not remake, okay, the only just how much bays. Takatomi actually pull up this amazing idea, which is again how much bay, that we actually never seen this thing before. How much bay is basically they actually bring back the past generation motif into Beyblade X. They not only bring back the motif, they not only bring back the name, they also bring back the concept, the gimmick of the bay. For example, we have Aero Pegasus, which is literally just like Metal Fight Pegasus, which is a attack type that have three-bladed shape. Well, the reason why I say this is genius idea because this is actually what everyone wanted for a long time. Yes, because every time when a new generation was announced and past generation ended, all past generation bay are pretty much forgotten and it just ended. It literally just like Takatomi want us to move on, but instead of asking us to move on, they kind of bring back the past generation bay, which what we got so far. We have Pegasus again in Beyblade X, we have Valkyrie again in Beyblade X, we have Dragoon again in Beyblade X. Not reboot, but exactly the same design as their past evolution. Like, I'm not gonna lie, all this how much bay, it feels like it's a new evolution for their base. For example, we have Valkyrie, the last Valkyrie is Ultimate Valkyrie, and now we have Valkyrie Bolt. And even though this one is obviously not confirmed, but it really feels like it. Valkyrie Bolt, it really feels like an evolution of Valkyrie after Ultimate Valkyrie. Again, even though this is not confirmed, but it really feels like it. You have the vibe of it. Not only that, this how much bay, it actually like dreams come true, because well, as a person who love main character, we actually want to see what happened if we have Valkyrie versus Pegasus, Pegasus versus Dragoon, and now we finally can have a fair battle between them, because they all in the same system, and again they are not remake, they are basically a same system. Not only that, obviously this how much bay can bring back past generation blader into Beyblade X. Well, some of you guys might say this how much bay is kind of like a lack of originality of Beyblade X, which I can say yes but no at the same time. Yes, because I feel like Takatomi will release more and more how much bay than the original motif, even though now we have a lot of original motif than how much bay, but I believe the time of Takatomi releasing a lot of how much bay will come. Well, no, because Takatomi actually changed things. They're not doing the same thing as a remake bay, which is they copy and paste. For how much bay, they actually copy, paste it, and modify it a little bit. Okay, for example, we have Cobalt Dragoon. Well, if you guys look back on every Dragoon from Beyblade Bakuten Shoot, the white one, the Tyson Bay, basically Dragoon is basically a right spin shape. Okay, the shape is a right spin, but the bay actually spin to the left. Now in Beyblade X, we have Dragoon how much, which is Cobalt Dragoon. The bay is left spin and the shape of it is a left spin bay. They also sometimes remove some gimmick from the original part. For example, we have Dark Perseus, which is supposed to be dual spin just like Gravity Perseus, but for some reason they didn't do it. And not only that, of course they're going to give all this how much bay a gear so it can do the extreme dash thing. So that's why this is not lack of originality, even though yes, it's in terms of avatar, in terms of motif is unoriginal, but for the gimmick and how this Beyblade work is original. It's kind of creative. I can say they are soft or soft nostalgia milking. There's also something I kind of like wanted to point out, which is some beys they are not how much bay. For example, you know, Phoenix, Leon, and many more. When the bay doesn't have the hexagon or the Bakuten shoot logo, they are not how much. Which sometimes kind of annoys me when Takatomi released their original motif. Everyone just like, yo, this bay how much bay? Like for example, we have a golem rock. Everyone thought this guy is a how much for a 0G golem, but nope, obviously not. This is the original motif from Takatomi. Well, even though this is like such a small problem, like a tiny problem, but it kind of annoys me. I'm sorry guys. Alright, so I can say that's it for today's video. What do you guys think about this topic? Well, this topic is just for fun. I'm not trying to say that this how much bay is bad. I can say this how much bay is amazing, but you know, it's kind of like 50-50 thing. Like it is a good thing, but at the same time it's a bad thing, you know. And funny story, I actually record this, you know, talking about this nostalgia stuff for like a lot of time now. I keep deleting it, and now I believe this is the best one I recorded so far for this topic. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Comment down below what you guys think about this topic. Is Takatomi or Beyblade X really milking nostalgia here? Comment down below. See you guys next time. Bye bye.